Have you ever wasted a ton of time and effort on a deal that didn't close? I'm sure you haven't, but I'm here to talk to you about Sandler rule number 30. You can't lose anything you don't have. The fear of losing deals haunts us to no end as sales professionals. It's the cause of sleepless nights and graying hair. And this fear paralyzes us in many ways. It scares us from asking the tough questions. It prevents us from doing what's necessary to move the deal forward to closure or to disqualify it out and move on. I think we've all been stressed out about alienating a prospect who was never, ever, ever going to buy anything from us. The problem is we don't learn our lesson until after we tell our boss that the deal pushed for 3 quarters in a row and they remove it from the pipeline for us. We get too emotionally tied to these deals and we can't look at them objectively. When we finally do, we realize that the deal was never a real deal and that it was never qualified and the prospect was never going to buy from us. But we likely saw clues along the way. The prospect blew us off or continuously rescheduled meetings or delegated important meetings to lower level staffers. When the sales cycle drags on, we have to spot it early and be assertive, which is different than aggressive, and address the concerns directly with the prospect. Think about it. Why wouldn't we? After all, we're financially independent and we don't need the business. We want the business, but we don't need it. Remember, this has to be our mindset. When we ask the tough questions early, we get the truth sooner. When this happens, the deal closes, or we can move on to prospects who can benefit from our solution. Now, I don't want to play psychologist on you, but it's a lot easier to let go when we possess a mindset of abundance versus a mindset of scarcity. Do you believe there are a lot of other rocks out there to overturn, or is this the only one? Hopefully the former. Consider this. What happens when a deal falls out of the pipeline? That deal was never a deal, but you forecasted it. You now have to replace it. That means you have to pick up the phone and actually prospect. And some of you would rather light yourself on fire than prospect. I know how it goes, guys. One way or another, we're going to have to pay the piper. Pay now or pay later. The sooner we tell ourselves the truth about our deals, the more successful we'll be. Remember, you can never lose a deal you never had. Sell well.